So in this tutorial, I'm going to be covering the basics of Adobe After Effects. So the first thing you want to do is, if your workspace doesn't look like this, you're going to go to Workspace, click on Standard. If it's still weird, reset Standard and click Yes. There we go. So to start a new composition, we're going to want to go to Composition, New Composition. Now you have many settings you can play with the size, frame rate, things like that. So I'm going to click OK because they're okay for me. First thing we want to do is go Layer, New, and you see there's many layers. There's text, solid, lights, cameras, no objects, shapes, adjustment layers. These are all important. They all have their use, but for now we're just going to use a solid layer. There we go, and then make it the comp size and choose a red color. Click OK. Now you see the red color is there. I'm going to make another one, so I'm going to click Layer, New, Solid, and this time I'm going to make it blue. So, blue. Okay, again, so make comp size. So you see in this order here, we have the blue solid over the red solid. So imagine a stack. Here the blue solid is going to be over the red solid, and we're looking at the stack that is here from the top. So if I want to see the red, I'm going to take red and put it over the blue, right? So now next things we're going to play with is we're going to open this, go to Transform, and you have many settings here. The rotation, opacity, the scale, and the position. So as you can see, when I take the scale down, the blue is in back of the red, as it is shown in the layers here. And if I were to do this, the blue would be in front of the red. And if I go again, scroll down, transform, and take the scale down, and make it the same size. With this one, I'm going to rotate it, click on it, and right 90 degrees. There we go. So now, as you can see, the blue one is over the red one. And if we were to inverse these, the red one is over the blue one. There we go, we've covered that. Next thing I'm going to show you is our keyframes. Now, if we want it to be at the beginning, let's say we want it to have just a blue rectangle, so like that. But at not 3, that's too long. At 1 second, we want it to be all the way up and have a red one appear. So we're going to go back to the first frame, put it to 0 or whatever you want, and then click on the little stopwatch. It's going to make a keyframe. Keyframes are very important in After Effects. So keyframe basically says at this time, here at 1 second, I want this setting, well, that it's in front of, to be whatever it is. So now we're going to go to 1 second and bring this to 100%. And keyframe is automatically made. You can see it's made all between. It said, oh, well, here it must be 50% because it's right in between. So the opacity is around 50%. So this just goes linearly up right there. So if we play through it by clicking here, play, it's going to fade in. So, but this is kind of slow, so we're going to want to change the resolution from full to quarter. So now when we play it, it's the actual closer speed. So you can do many things with these keyframes. You can play with all these parameters. So I've set up an example for you. You're going to go to File, I'm going to File, Open Recent Projects, and this one. I'm just going to choose this one. I'm not going to save this. So opening new. So this is simply a text layer, and I keyframed the position and the opacity with a few keyframes. So I'm going to close this and make a preview. So it fades in, stays a bit in the middle, and just leaves. This is really very rough, but you get the idea. You can do a lot of things with this. So have fun, do something nice, and when you're done, you're going to want to drag this to wherever composition stops. So it disappears here, so I want it to be about there. And this is just the length that it has, so when you play through, it's going to render till there and then just start again because that's the end of the composition. So to render, we're going to composition, add to render kit. Now you have many settings all here. Now, one important thing to keep in mind is when you want to render some audio, you're going to have to go into output mode module and then click on audio output and then click OK. But I'm not, because I don't have any audio, so it doesn't do anything. And then you're going to choose wherever you want to render it. So I'm going to render it to call it this, and I'm going to render it to my desktop. Save. Okay. Render. And this can render pretty quickly because it's very simple, but there we go. But if you have a lot of layers and different things in your composition, it's going to take much longer. One important thing to keep in mind is if you want to actually save the project as an After Effects file, you have to go to File, and Save As, and then write whatever you want, and click Save. Place it. Alright. So as you can see, when we go to my desktop, here are the two things that we did. This is a render, and this is the After Effects file that has all the images, the keyframes, and things like that. So if you want to watch your movie, I'm going to press spacebar, and there we go. Your movie is all rendered out, and nice, I hope, for you. You can upload it to YouTube or whatever you want to do with it. So I recommend playing with these layers. Is the effects. So the effects are right all here or here. And to use them, you have to click on a layer and then go to effects. So have fun and have a nice day.